This is the sign you've had enough of the narcissistic relationship. Hi there, everyone. Today, we're diving into a crucial topic that affects countless individuals, recognizing the signs that it's time to leave a narcissistically abusive relationship. Buckle up as we navigate through 5 key indicators that signal the need for change in your relationship dynamics. But before we delve into these important signs, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more insightful content like this. Now, let's jump right in. Number 1. Recognizing the signs. If you've identified traits of narcissistic personality disorder, NPD, in your partner, such as 6 out of 9 criteria aligning, it's crucial to consider leaving. Whether or not your partner fits the clinical diagnosis, consistent disregard for your well-being warrants ending the relationship. If your partner repeatedly ignores your boundaries and inflicts emotional pain despite your explicit demands for change, you have every right to seek an exit from the relationship. Number 2. Transition to open abuse. Transitioning from covert to overt abuse marks a critical juncture in the relationship. When abuse becomes overt, manifesting as shouting, threats, humiliation, stonewalling, or passive aggression, it's no longer tolerable. Enduring daily forms of abuse, whether overt or covert, signifies that the relationship has become emotionally abusive, if not narcissistically so. At this point, prioritizing your well-being means taking steps to exit the relationship for your own safety and mental health. Number 3. Downward spiral of narcissistic injury and rage. As you navigate through a narcissistically abusive relationship, you may find yourself caught in a cycle of narcissistic injury and subsequent rage from your partner. At certain phases, especially when you resist their demands and challenge their delusional self-image, you inflict what is known as narcissistic injury. By refusing to conform to their fantasy-driven narrative of grandiosity, you threaten their fragile ego and their denial of reality inherent in narcissistic personality disorder. Their inflated self-image serves as a defense mechanism against facing the harsh truths of reality. When you confront them with evidence contradicting their delusions, such as recorded conversations or screenshots of text messages, it shatters their illusion and triggers narcissistic injury. This injury strikes at the core of their false self, leading to explosive outbursts of narcissistic rage. In their eyes, your refusal to uphold their self-aggrandizing fantasy represents a betrayal of your sacrificial role in the relationship dynamic. The transition between states of grandiosity and vulnerability is characteristic of narcissistic personality disorder. They oscillate between feeling superior and invincible to experiencing moments of fragility and insecurity. Even without external triggers, their internal dialogue fluctuates between affirmations of grandiosity and denunciations of worthlessness. This internal conflict fuels their manipulative behavior as they desperately seek validation and avoid confronting their deeper insecurities. When you assert your boundaries and refuse to comply with their demands, it amplifies their inner turmoil, leading to intensified attempts to regain control and dominance over you. Number 4. Surreal distortions of reality. As you contemplate leaving a narcissistically abusive relationship, pay attention to the surreal distortions of reality that may manifest. Narcissistic personality disorder often intersects with psychopathy, psychosis, and dissociation, creating a complex web of delusions and fantasy-based perceptions. Within the narcissist's psyche, there exists a thick veil, a shield wall constructed to defend them from the harsh truths of reality. They distort, delete, and generalize data to fit their distorted worldview, creating a simulated reality akin to wearing augmented reality goggles. In this alternate reality, they struggle to differentiate between truth and fantasy, often confusing past events and individuals. You may find yourself accused of actions you've never committed or entangled in stories that bear no resemblance to reality. These lapses in memory and mistaken identities stem from their dissociative state and their shallow perception of you as a mere character in their narrative. To them, you are not a person with depth and complexity, but a role to be played according to their whims. Their confusion may lead to bizarre accusations and surreal interactions, leaving you questioning your sanity and the validity of your experiences. In their distorted reality, you are merely a pawn in their elaborate production, subject to their whims and arbitrary directives. As these surreal distortions intensify, it becomes increasingly evident that the relationship is built on a foundation of illusion and manipulation, prompting you to consider departing from this distorted reality. Number 5. Cruel devaluation phase. As you contemplate leaving the narcissistically abusive relationship, a critical sign to recognize is the onset of the devaluation phase. Initially, the narcissist hyper-overvalues and idealizes you, weaving a shared fantasy where both your idealized selves interact. However, once they've extracted what they need, they transition into a dark and cruel phase of detachment. In this phase, their primary goal is not just to sever ties, but to obliterate your sense of worth and identity. Rooted in their fractured psyche, nurtured by conflicting messages of extreme good and bad, they cannot merely disengage from you. They must debase and demonize you. That distorted worldview perceives people as either flawless or irredeemably flawed, mirroring their own internal dichotomy. Every slight, every refusal to conform to their narrative is stored as ammunition for the eventual onslaught. When the switch is flipped, they unleash a torrent of cruelty and vindictiveness, seeking to leave you utterly shattered. Whether through emotional devastation or physical harm, the narcissist's objective is to leave you broken in their wake. This vicious cycle is driven by the insatiable demands of their false, grandiose self, propelling them towards ever greater acts of destruction. While the journey through such a relationship is harrowing, there is hope for healing and renewal beyond its confines. By recognizing the signs and summoning the courage to break free, you can reclaim your life, rebuild your sense of self, and emerge stronger than before. Thanks for joining me today as we explore the crucial topic of recognizing the signs that it's time to leave a narcissistically abusive relationship. Remember, your well-being is paramount, and you deserve to be in a healthy and supportive environment. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more insightful content like this. Hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest uploads. I'd love to hear your thoughts on today's topic, so be sure to leave a comment down below. Have you experienced any of the signs we discussed, and how have you navigated through them? And if you know someone who might be struggling in a similar situation, don't hesitate to share this video with them. Together, we can raise awareness about narcissistic abuse and empower others to take steps towards healing and liberation. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, take care of yourself, and remember that you are worthy of love, respect, and happiness.